Yo guys, Matt from Sun Mining. I'm back at you with another video today. Yeah, I'm not feeling too good today, guys. Actually, I woke up this morning to a negative, actually no, I woke up this morning to a positive COVID-19 test result. Yeah, I've been kind of feeling really crappy the last couple of days, and it came on maybe like 2-3 days ago, and I just started getting a cold, like a cough, right? An itchy throat, and then and I just noticed it just started progressing worse and worse into like I started getting hot and feeling like a fever and stuff. So like I started like almost like cold sweats during the day, and that night was awful. And then been sleeping like crazy, like, and just not having any energy. And even right now I'm still feeling like crap. So yeah, it's weird. I took a test yesterday, and it was yesterday morning, and that was negative. And then I came back again this morning and took another test, and that's finally positive now. So I guess that puts a damper on my plans for the weekend, which sucks. It sucks balls, guys. Sucks, man. I hope I get better soon. Any of you guys have been through COVID? Like I got like 3 shots. I got like triple boosted or whatever and all that stuff, but I still feel like crap because of it. So I don't know. I would not recommend getting COVID-19 to anyone. And then I started going back to the gym a lot lately too, and I'm not sure if it was from going to the gym. Maybe I touched some dumbbells there and touched my face or something, and it just sucks, man. I think COVID's one of those things I think we're just gonna have to live with for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. But anyways, guys, that's kind of not what this video is about. I want to talk today about this PDU that I got in. So this is a 240 volt 30 amp PDU that I got in from eBay. I think I paid about $110 for it or something like that. Not too bad. It's got 6, and it's a nice meter connection, so it'll show the number of the amount of amps and watts being drawn on this little display here. And it's got a cool little panel here with a switch inside that you can easily turn it on or off like that. It's not too bad. I'll put a link to the description box below. I also got this one here. This is a if you look here, this is actually for 120 volt 20 amp circuit. So if you got like a GCFI type of outlet on your house, which can actually support that, so something kind of like this here, then you can use actually that on there. So if you get like a purposely installed 20 amp circuit to run your mining rigs, you could pull 20 amps on a 120, which gets you like I think 2400 watts minus 80% rules, like 1800 1900 watts roughly on that. But the thing with this, guys, here, it's not just a power bar. You might be tempted to just use kind of like a power bar like this here, but you don't want to use just like a power bar like that, because those are only rated for about 15 amps, and the plastics and everything on them aren't meant for heavy duty constant current. So something like this, which is a TrippLite 120 volt 20 amp PDU, actually it's referred to as a PDU, is much better actually than using a power strip. And I actually have one of these in the basement right now, powering they're gonna be powering before the jazz miners off of one of these units here. Each unit will actually have a smart plug in it, because each one's only drawing like 240 to 300 watts. So I put basically these smart plugs, which are really good. I got a bunch of these smart plugs on the 120 volt circuits that I have in the house right now. It allows me to turn rigs on and off very easily. I'm using it for like the mini Doge and my KD Box Pro as well, mini KD Box Pros. But you can turn it on and off. I basically have just like, for the jazz miners, I have one of these going to 120 volt circuit, just due to the fact that my two 240s downstairs are kind of completely used up in the capacity. And then I just have 4 of them like this, and I could turn them on or off remotely. I'm using this smart plug, which is really cool. And I got these from Home Depot in Canada, and they're only about $8 each a piece, $8 Canadian. And as you can see, it's 15 amps 120, but with each one hooked up, each one's not going to pull more than 15 amps. When I say this is 20 amps I mean that this unit itself can pull 120 amps throughout the whole unit, because you don't want to exceed, obviously, at the source more than the 20 amps at 120 volt 80% rule, right? So you don't want to pull more than like 1900 watts or whatever it is. I think it's 1920. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, guys. I think these will be pretty good. This one, I plan on putting into the garage. That's gonna go into the garage, and I'm gonna kind of dual purpose the EV charger to actually use this PDU as well. So I'm gonna go and get that hooked up in the garage as well, and then I'll be back in a second. Oh, 1 second before I do that, I wanted to show you this thing here. This is a Wi-Fi thermohygrometer. Hygrometer? Man, maybe I'm getting brain fog from the COVID. But I'm able to actually monitor the temperatures in the mining area from this remotely on my phone. So if I see that the temp is getting too high down there, just due to airflow, or the temperature is getting really hot and the heat waves, and I'm not home or something, then I'm able to now shut rigs off just to prevent them from overheating and things like that. So having this ability to remotely monitor the situation in the basement, as well as shut them on and off using things like SmartPlugs, is great. Another thing I got also was actually right here. It's kind of hard to tell what that is, but it's basically just a Wi-Fi camera. Let's pull it out and show you. It's a Wi-Fi camera. I have one in the basement and one in the garage as well, where I have mining equipment set up. And I got one of it monitoring my dog as well in his crate, so when I'm not home I can keep an eye on him too. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, this kind of hooks into your Wi-Fi as well. Very easy to set up. You can put an SD card in there, and you can set it up to record motion, or just kind of turn it on when you want to. I think these are all really good tools to remotely monitor your rigs and your farm when you're not home, because there's a lot of times when we're not at home to start a rig manually, and sometimes the jazz miners, for example, need to be powered down and restarted. I have seen them a couple of occasions where I have to shut it down manually and restart it, and these smart plugs are perfect on the 120 volt to do that. I know there's PDUs that allow you remotely turning it on or off, but it's not really a simple solution. This seems more of an enterprise level type of remote software. So I haven't really looked into that too much, just because the added complexity of setting that up. But I know that it is out there. But the PDUs that do the remote power on and off tend to cost a lot, significantly, quite a bit more than just something like this. So I tend to use these only on problematic rigs, or rigs that I want to be able to toggle remotely. But yeah, I'm gonna get this put into the garage, and I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so here's the meter box in the garage running down to the 240 volt outlet here. This is actually the EV charger. So I just took that out for now, and when I want to plug the car in, I'll plug the EV charger into the outlet here. But this is running into the meter box, and then from the meter box I have it going out into the PDU right here. Same thing, it's got the switch. I can power it off and on very easy like that. The only thing I don't understand is why it's showing 120, 118 volts there. I'm not sure. I'll have to plug in a couple of rigs in here and kind of see how it's going, I guess. But the idea is I can get more power into the garage, therefore moving more rigs and more heat away from the house into the garage as well. And then when I charge the car, I'll just basically flip this one off, and then I won't have to worry about flipping the house breaker. When the rigs are off, then it's using the car. When the car is off, and the rigs are on. So, anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I'm gonna keep it super short today. I'm gonna go lay down and have some get myself some sleep, because I'm feeling like trash. So, anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.